Hello guys, and welcome to my unboxing and review of the PlayStation 2 game Extermination, which was released all the way back in 2001. And I even believe this game, it's a one of first party game for the PlayStation 2. So one of the first games for that system. And if you guys may know, the PlayStation 2 was released like in the year 2000, and yeah, this game it's a survival horror game, very similar to the movie The Thing. If you are familiar with John Carpenter's The Thing, you will love this one, because The Thing, it's also in the Antarctica, very cold region. And what I like about this game is it has some very unique gameplay elements. Don't get me wrong, it also has some very bad gameplay elements, but it's rather unique, and I will tell you why. So first things first, as I mentioned, it was released all the way in 2001. It was like, or it is the very first survival horror game for the PlayStation 2. There is of course Silent Hill 2 and other great games like Clock Tower series, Resident Evil Code Veronica, which was a Dreamcast exclusive and one of my favorite games on the Dreamcast, of course. But this one, not many people remember this game, and it's such a shame because it was recommended to me, and I said, what the heck, let's play it, because I'm a retro guy, you know. I play games like the original Resident Evil games for the PlayStation 1, the awesome Castlevania, which I unboxed in my earlier video, check that one out. And since I got my hands on a PlayStation 3 that can even play PlayStation 2 games, I stocked up on some PlayStation 2 games. I only have two for now, mainly Killzone, which is great, but it did age horribly because the controls are so sluggish in Killzone. I don't know how this was considered that good for its time, but it is a good game, don't get me wrong. For the time being, for the PlayStation 2, this is a good entry game, very good one. I highly recommend it, but get the remastered version for the PlayStation 3. Don't bother with PlayStation 2, because only get it if you find it very cheap. But back to Extermination. Yes guys, what else can I say about it? I did some research on it, and apparently this game looks different in the US. On the cover here you can see the main protagonist. I think his name is like, I don't know, what's his name? Alright, Dennis Riley. So this Dennis Riley, he has short hair in the PAL version. This is the PAL UK version, the British PAL UK version, but in the US, and he has a black outfit, or a black Special Forces costume. But strangely enough, in the US version he looks different. In the US version he has longer hair and he has a silver outfit, so that's very strange. Look up and I believe in the Japanese version as well, but I'm not quite sure. But I saw some, I played it on the PlayStation emulator, what is it called, PCSX, to the US version, and it looked differently, or at least Dennis Riley looked differently, the main protagonist. I also read that they changed the voice acting for the PAL region for this game, and the biggest thing I didn't know about it is the guy who wrote Deadly Premonition. If you're aware of Deadly Premonition, that's like a Twin Peaks mystery kind of game, but it's popular. It gained a cult status. The guy who wrote Deadly Premonition wrote the script for this one. And what can I say? The story, it's bad. I mean, it's like it rips off The Thing and it rips off other movies, but it has a very unique. It has very unique gameplay elements. Like for example, you get an infection meter, and when you get infected, a bubble will burst out of your back, and you need to heal in time, or you will your health will drain. And if you enter water pools, your health will drain, and stuff like that. And you also have only one weapon. It's like this assault rifle over here. You can customize it, like put a different a shotgun on it on the underrail, or put a different scope on it, or make it free burst or stuff like that. So you only have that one and a knife. But aside from those minor things, I liked the atmosphere. They did the atmosphere right. The voice acting is horrible in this one. It's, I don't know, sometimes I have the feeling like they talk in slow motion, and the voice, the lip syncing isn't synchronized, so that's bad. But I remember I played it all the way back in maybe 2005, and I finished it, and it was great. I like it. I'm a survival horror guy. I always liked the Resident Evil series, and this one I also liked. And yes, guys, as you can see, it has a very cool cover. The European PAL version has a very metallic looking, it's like pink, or what is it? No, it's not pink, it's like purple, but it's very metallic looking, very cool looking cover. And believe me, guys, I got this one so cheap from eBay. It was a real steal. It was like, I don't know, €5, and for €5 you will get your money worth. If you have a PlayStation 3 that can play PlayStation 2 games, definitely get it for €5, or for the price this game goes on eBay. Definitely get it, because you will get your money worth. I can't recommend it to anyone, but I highly recommend it to survival horror fans which love movies like The Thing, or games like Metal Gear Solid. This is actually a weird mix between Metal Gear Solid and The Thing. Really, you have to play it for yourself. And the gameplay mechanics are actually really great in this. I mean, you have the infection meter, you need to backtrack, backtrack. I know a lot of guys don't like that, but that's pretty standard for the survival horror genre in general. And yeah, for that money you will get your money worth. So let's show you the inside, and after that I will pop it into my PlayStation 3, and let's play some Extermination. I really hope, but at this point I don't think so. This is a game that desperately needs a remaster, or a remake at least, or Extermination 2, because the controls in this are kinda hard. You need to get used to the controls. Like for example, when you aim in first person, you have a third person aim and a first person aim, but up is down and down is up, so it's very, you need to get used to the controls for this game. The graphics are great for PlayStation 2 graphics. It's kinda, it's okay. I don't mind graphics so much, but this is a very atmospheric game, and it also has a very climactic ending and a very cool ending, which I believe actually Resident Evil 5 stole some stuff from this game. Trust me, guys, if you play the end boss, you will understand what I mean by that. So there is the disc. It's in pretty mint conditions, since I don't think a lot of the owner played this. It was staying there on the shelf for a long time, but for €5 I had to buy this. I don't even know if it's on the PlayStation Network, or probably not. And it has a manual, so there it is. The manual is in mint conditions as well. And trust me, guys, this game apparently really looks different in America, in the US. There you have the infection meter. And the knife. Yeah, right. Yeah, so great. So let's put the disc into my PlayStation 3. And trust me, guys, I had so much fun with this. I received the package 3 days ago. Decided, and it was staying on my table, and I decided to play it for a little bit, and I couldn't get off it. It's like really fun. I really had some time, but the controls really need some getting used to. But once you are done with accommodating to the controls, you will be fine. So let's put it into my PlayStation 3 and give it a spin. And once again, guys, please have in mind, not all PlayStation 3 versions will play PlayStation 2 discs, but the original model, the 60 gigabyte model and the 80 gigabyte model, it's the fat one with the 4 USB ports, and I believe it even has a card reader. That one can read it. So there it is. And let's see if I can sync the... Yeah, I can sync the PlayStation 3 gamepad. And let's choose English. And I must say, it looks very good through the HDMI. In case you're wondering, how am I able to capture HDMI signal from the PlayStation 3? Well, I'm using a splitter from Amazon. You can just put in Amazon HDCP splitter. Oh yeah, and this one has some bad voice acting. But there it is, guys. Extermination 2001. Let's load up my game. Oh yeah, and the memory cards are all digitally, virtually. In this, so you don't need to buy an extra memory card. And there it is, it looks very good. So what I like about it is you have two modes. On R1 you have the third person mode, where, look at that, down is up and up is down, so you need to get accommodated to this one, and you can switch it. This is not such a big deal, but when you go into first person with the R2 trigger like that, I put a zoom in, it gets quite confusing, but aside from that, it looks great really. And it's also really fun to play. Wrong door. Oh, maybe I will stream some gameplay of this on Twitch, because I like this game, I really like it. I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10 any day. Great atmosphere. Oh, there, my screen went bad for a little bit. Great atmosphere actually. Some nice... Wow, did you see that? It was like, what was that? A very cool story. And nice setting, very nice setting. Oh, here are some of the horror enemies. Oh shit. and for $5 you can, or €5, you can do so much worse than this. Let's see if I can get outside, show you some outside of the base, or Fort Stewart, how is it called? Fort Stewart. Oh shit. Oh yeah, another bad thing about this game is sometimes the camera is very annoying. Oh, I can get outside. Shit, the cargo lift is blocked or something. Yeah, the camera in this is, it's kinda hard to... you have to navigate. Oh yeah, and the jumping is also awkward. But yeah guys, aside from that, I highly recommend it. It's a very underrated game, very good looking, although it's for the PlayStation 2, the graphics are fine. And if you're a true survival horror fan, let's show you how the combat works. See, I've got 20% infected right there. Ah, it's so awkward. It's good that it has auto-aim in third person. Otherwise it would be very difficult. But I'm losing against a dog. So that says everything. There, I got him. And of course you can also go into first person and snipe. So yeah guys, this was my review and unboxing of the very underrated game Extermination for the PlayStation 2. If you have any questions regarding this game, or if you want me to stream it, you just leave a comment down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you disliked it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.